Hey, good morning, guys. It's day two of the 30 trade series, and it's Friday, the end of the week. We only have like 15 hours left for the weekly candle to close. So things are pretty much slow, and we don't even have any major rate folder news events today. Almost for everything, the weekly objective is almost cleared. We already cleared all these lows. Overall, we are into a bullish environment in terms of weekly perspective for Dixie. And after clearing these lows, we are rejecting back upside, which is a sign of more bullish continuation from like for the next few weeks. We can target towards this high. Let's see what's going on in daily perspective. The last daily candle was bullish, and it's highly possible. Like we are above 50 EMA, so it's possible that we are gonna rebound above 1020 EMA, and it's clearly trading towards the previous day's high. Let's see what's going on in. Okay, let's mark this out that we are possibly gonna trade towards the previous day's high. Okay, same story, just opposite for for Euro USD. In weekly perspective, we already cleared all these highs, and right now we are rejecting back lower downside, and it's possible that we're gonna trade below this low within next few weeks. In terms of daily perspective, it looks like there is a possibility of shifting environment. Like we already swept below all these lows, and it's possible that the next weekly candle will open, trade back a little lower, clear around this kind of lows, and then start moving towards upside. But for now, we can easily see that the price is trading towards this previous day's low, but I don't think we are going to get a good setup towards that. We can target towards this low too. uh, nope, there is nothing clean. I can't see any clean structure. This is the only this is the last move I can spot, and there is no way that I'm gonna get involved into it. In terms of 15-minute, this is the last breakout structure I can spot. It's possible that price is gonna correct back a little higher, then push towards downside. But let's see what's going on in the other pairs. I'm just not trying to force any trade. Going into the lower time frames. I just want higher time frame bias like weekly and daily to line up with a good Fibonacci setup in 1 hour or 4 hour. GBP USD, we are already dropping below the previous day's low. I was waiting for this corrective phase downside. The weekly candle is closing like this, and it's possible that on the next week we are going to trade back higher towards this high. Let's see what's going on in daily perspective. This is the last impulsive move towards upside. So if we find any good rejection from this kind of level, we can start looking for longs. Basically, Fridays are slow, and the reason behind that is like for majority of the currencies, the agenda is already done. Like with the previous weekly high, the previous weekly low, important liquidity levels, those are already cleared. So if there is no red folder news event coming, then like Fridays usually don't give enough good setup. Yeah, I'm gonna wait for a strong correction back higher around above 38.2. And if price manage to go above 38.2 and give me some bullish intent, in that case, I can plan for a long. But for now, there is nothing for me. Let's see what's going on in AUD USD. Previous weekly high is cleared. We are rejecting from 1020 EMA from the upside. Uh, we are correcting back lower. It looks like the 1020 EMA is converging right now, which is giving us a bullish sign that price is gonna move like give us something like this. The previous daily low is cleared, and it's possible if the weekly candle managed to close something like this. In that case, it's possible that we are gonna like see a trade back higher above the previous weekly high within next few weeks. So we can plan for something like this, but Let's see how the weekly candle managed to close. NZD USD. I was looking for longs last day here, but the last daily candle ended up becoming a complete bearish candle, bearish insider bar. And right now we are trading below the previous day's low. There is nothing clean for me right now, so I'm just skipping it. USD CHF is something interesting. Overall, we are into a bullish environment. We are currently surfing above 1020 EMA. In terms of weekly perspective, we are bullish. That's a really good, significant, strong move because like price was in a bearish environment, and with this move, we are just shifting into a bullish environment in weekly perspective. And it's possible that we're going to make another leg high toward above this high, and this high is still intact. We can target towards this high in later future. Let's see what's going on in 4 hour perspective. This is the previous day's high, right? Okay, let's mark this out. We are targeting towards this high, and I don't think I'm gonna get any setup towards that. Let's see. I can consider this move, but if I consider this move, this is not a significant breakout structure at all. But it's gonna be a breakout structure in 15 minute. But in 15 minute, there are multiple breakout structures like this, and I need to consider the latest one. And if I consider this one, then this is already in the way. Okay, we are. This was the trade entry at around 6:30. We missed it. This was not our station, and it's possible that price is gonna give us a little bit of correction below this lows and then a move towards upside. So we can plan for a long, but it's more like the NZD setup from last day. But I'm planning for like this is the break. If this is a breakout structure, then I'm planning for a correction back lower at around 61.8 or a little higher, maybe, then a good rejection above, so that I can plan for a long and target towards this high. Uh, let's see. It's a kind of intraday setup, and I'm gonna just monitor it. And I think I'm gonna rate this as a C grade setup because every time I just like drop into the 15 minute, like I suppose I majority of the time I get my A plus setups in 1 hour and 4 hour, and 15-minute setups are usually C grade setups. Let's see how it reacts from this level. I have my alerts on. Let's see what's going on in UCAD. We managed to catch a great trade last day, but it was a C grade trade setup, so the risk was not that good. Like I was risking around 10% of my daily risk cap. So yeah, it's fine. It was not that a big winner, but it was a stable winner. And like because of this trade, I managed to close at around break even last day. Okay, in terms of uh, next candle bias perspective, we can target towards the this high, the previous day high in 4 hour. Okay, I think we can get a good setup over here today. In weekly perspective, the environment is bullish. In daily perspective, we are currently rejecting from the 50 EMA, so it's possible that we're gonna see some more upside move. At the same time, we are just too much extended downside from the mean, and it's possible that we're going to see a mean reversion towards short-term moving averages like 1020. And at the same time, I can also see a kind of fair value gap at around this level. So it's possible that we're going to trade above this high, or at least this high. So what's my plan for USD CAD? I can spot a breakout structure at around this level, and this is the previous day's high. Okay, I can spot a breakout structure at around this level, and if I drop my Fibonacci on this impulsive move, then it's already giving me some bullish intent, bullish vibe. We already managed to close above the 38.2 at around 7:30, so it's possible that even though we are getting a little bit discounted price right now, but I think I can plan something like this towards the previous day's high. Yeah, I think I'm gonna plan something like this in USD CAD. Let's see. And I'm gonna rate this trade setup as a B grade setup. Overall, the daily bias is lining up. Uh, Weekly bias is also lining up. Like the weekly environment is lining up. We are currently into a bullish environment and bouncing above from 10 EMA. In daily perspective, it's possible that we're going to trade above the previous day's high. So overall, both the high time frame biases are lining up. In 4 hour, the only problem with this setup is that it's not a continuation setup, it's a reversal setup, and reversal setups are a little bit uh, low probable than the continuation setups. The reversal setups have a little lower win rate than continuation setups. So yeah, I'm gonna rate this as a B grade setup, and I'm gonna risk based on that. So let's see how it unfolds. Okay, I was planning for a long in USD JPY last day, and it's playing out pretty good, but I failed to actually get involved into this one because I was a little bit confused about the structure. I was expecting a breakout structure before this corrective phase downside, and right now after this impulsive move, I can still plan for longs. I can still plan for longs. Uh, mm, I can target for the previous day high and this high overall, but I just need to keep that in my mind that it's Friday and it's a little bit low probable that in Friday we're going to make a new weekly high. Okay, the daily bias is bullish cleanly. And if we drop off Fibonacci on this last impulsive move towards upside, then I'm gonna wait for a deeper correction at around 38.2 before I look for longs. So what I want to see, I want to see a deeper correction at around 38.2 and then a good rejection towards upside so that I can target towards this high. Gold is dropping, possibly dropping towards this low. Yeah, possibly dropping towards this low. The daily bias is bearish cleanly. The previous day low is not cleared yet. So we can target towards this low too. In 4 hour, this was the last impulsive drop towards downside. Mm, okay, I don't think we have any setup in 4 hour and 1 hour. And in 1 hour, if I consider this as a last breakout structure from here, in that case we are already rejecting from 38.2, but it's not that significant because even if after this closure, how you are going to get a 1 is to 3 in this setup? It's impossible, right? So the only way to get involved into this trade is 15 minute. And yeah, that was a good setup actually. After this rejection from 61.8, it was at around 9. We missed it. It's fine, but it was a good setup overall. Even though it was not a good engulfing candle, but the rejection was significant from the OT level 78.6. Let's see. We don't have any clean setup. We can't just get involved into the trade right now, but it's highly possible that we're gonna trade below the previous day's low for gold. And if you are looking for shorts, you can look for shorts in 5 minute, but it's not my I'm just not interested in lower time frames, lower than 15 minute anything. I'm just not interested in that. Okay, Euro JPY. We just cleared above all these highs. It's possible that we're gonna go above this high also on the next week, but for now there is nothing. Euro AUD. We are possibly gonna trade above this high, but There is no clean setup in 1 hour or 4 hour towards that high. Okay, uh, let's see what's going on in Euro CHF. We are clearly trading towards this high. In daily perspective, the daily bias is bullish. In 4 hour, we don't have anything clean. In 1 hour, we can't spot any bullish break or structure. What I'm waiting for price to break above this high and then give me some good rejection towards the Fibonacci level. Then I can plan a long and target towards this high. For now, it's a skip. Euro CAD, we are clearly trading towards the previous day's low. This all these lows are swept already, so we can target towards this low too. Let's see what's going on in 1 hour perspective. Uh, After this drop, if we plot off Fibonacci on this impulsive move, then uh, okay, we missed something, some good moves maybe. Yeah, it was at around to the midnight, so it's not that significant. It's possible that we're gonna trade below the previous day's low, but I'm just gonna skip it. There is nothing for me right now. You GBP, JPY, nothing. We already swept below the previous day's low, and possibly we're gonna see a deeper correction before a new continuation towards upside. Overall, in daily time frame, the environment is bullish. GBP CAD, GBP CAD, same story like GBP JPY, but GBP JPY is actually making new high, but GBP CAD actually failed to make a new high, and we're just correcting back lower. There is nothing clean for me right now here, so I'm just gonna skip it. It's possible for GBP and ZD to drop below this low, but at the same time, the environment, we're just rejecting above from the 50 EMA, so it's also possible that we're gonna get a rebound above 50 EMA. Let's see what's going on in weekly perspective. The weekly perspective is bullish. We are into a bullish environment. So these are the contradictory vibe. Like in daily perspective, we are bearish. In weekly perspective, we are bullish. So it's better if I just skip it for now. But it's more like a bullish setup than a bearish setup because we always should prioritize the higher time frame context. But if the weekly candle managed to close like this, then it's highly possible that the next weekly candle will open, trade back a little higher, and then clear the previous weekly low. So no, like it's highly possible that we're going to open, trade back a little higher, then drop below low, the previous weekly low. So even though the weekly environment is bullish, but still it's possible that we're gonna see more lower prices on the next week for GBP and ZT. Uh, we can target towards this high in GBP AUD. Let's see if we find any good setup. Yeah, it looks like we have a good setup over here. If I consider this one as a breakout structure, even though it's a internal range, and I suppose this one is actually a good breakout structure, but still I think it's a good setup. We can target towards this high, but the only problem is the weekly candle is gonna close within next 15 minute 15 hour, and I don't think that it's possible that in just 15 hour this setup will unfold properly. So I think I need, if I even if I take this trade and this trade start playing out, I need to hold this over the weekend maybe. Let's see, we're currently closing above 38.2. The previous day's low is not cleared, so it's possible that we're gonna drop below the previous day low. uh, just because the previous day low is not cleared, this is what making a little bit low probable. I'm gonna take this trade and I'm gonna rate this as a C grade trade setup, just because I need to hold this over the weekend, and the second reason is the previous day low is not cleared, so I'm gonna risk based on that. Okay, C. Perfect. We only have 15 seconds left. Like TradingView allows us to record only for 20 minutes. So see you soon on the next session, guys. We don't have anything left, maybe. So yeah, I'm gonna focus on. Okay, we're gonna fail. Guys, I'm gonna see you on the next station, and possibly I'm not gonna get involved into this one. See you soon.